on movie when it's the trees killing people. What's the name of that with Mark Wahlberg?
Which one was that?
Yeah,
Signs?
No. That was where the like weird storm came or whatever.
Yeah,
it's
The Happening.
The Happening.
Yeah.
And all they needed was umbrellas, right? Or something like that. Was that the movie?
No, I don't think it was umbrellas.
Which was the one with the water? Where they realized...
Perfect Storm?
No.
Oh, no, the water was Signs. That was
Signs.
The aliens were allergic to water.
Yeah, it turns out, like, holy fuck, we're fucked. And then it was a rainstorm, really, in the end, that took care of everything?
No. And then Joaquin Phoenix was hitting the glasses of water with a baseball bat instead of just spraying them with a hose.
Oh, right, yeah. I forgot that movie seconds after I saw it. He had one good movie. Can we admit that?
Oh, yeah, it was just the one.
He always have good, like, parts of movies. Like, one scene to be like, okay, this is a classic.
He's Unbreakable, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Unbreakable.
Unbreakable should have been that should have been a great movie, though. It was good.
It was good, but I just like the story part. It should have been more action.
It could have been way better, yes.
You're so American. You just wanted more action and.
Well, I don't know. The concept was great.
It was a great.
They just didn't pull it off. Dr. Steve. So there you go. Allergic to raw apples. We can have apple pie.
Absolutely.
But I still get a little nervous when I cut that big, huge piece of apple pie. I'm like, man, I hope that allergist was right.
Hope they cooked it all the way through.
Hope they cooked it all the way through. Right.
That's scary.
All right.
Hey, if you guys are interested in the non-pseudoscience cancer cures, by the way, I'm just going to throw a plug in for my website, it's drsteve.com, and just click on non-pseudoscience cancer cures, and I've got some of the most recent data on some of this new stuff that's happening.
And people could still mail you duty, so you could tell them what's wrong with them? Okay.
Sure, what the fuck.
Yeah, all right.
It's 1221.
Wait, you taking duty samples?
All right.
It's 1221.
Wait, you taking duty samples?
Give me a
the America's 36th floor.
No.
Okay,
give me a P.O. box for Tennessee, and I'm going to have the listeners start sending you the duty samples. No?
All right, boys.
Fuck. Weird medicine. Love the Dr. Steve.
He's a good man.
That's great.
Salmon's full of shit, and some people with peanut allergies can eat peanut butter. I don't know what he said about that. I developed a meat allergy after getting hit by a tick. Oh, bit by a tick?
Oh, I can see that.
How can you see that?
Because Lyme disease.
Will fuck up your meat eating?
I'm sure.
Let me take this. I was ready to move on, but Trucker Dan, go ahead. Tell your story.
Morning, guys.
Hey.
No, it's not Lyme disease. It's an allergy you get after you've been bit by one certain kind of tick, and the name of it is called a Lone Star tick because it has a white spot on its back.
And he lives in Texas and loves America.
No, it's North America. It's only called a Lone Star tick because the little white spot looks like the state of Texas.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, and the allergy is called alpha-gal allergy, and it happens during the digestive process of mammal meat. And if you eat enough mammal meat, you go into anaphylactic shock and you could die.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
So if I just decide I'm allergic to all these foods that I don't like, is that not weird anymore? People leave me alone?
No. There's too much.
Right? Yeah.
There's too much shit that you don't like.
No, it's my allergies acting up.
Sam, there's never be a time when you're not weird. So let's let that go.
You're right.
All right. Thank you, Trucker Dan. I'm ready.
Who brought apples in? Who brought apples in here?
Kenny was just waving an apple just outside the studio, and it made him sneeze.
Somebody leave a window open. I think there's a blade of grass in here.
I just threw out the first sneeze of seasonal allergies. That was the first one of the season right there.
First one of the season. It's your first base hit.
Scratchy throat yesterday, it kicked in, and now that was the first sneeze of the season.
Well, the season's a marathon.
Dr. Steve, I'll be texting you immediately. What do I do?
No apples in this building unless they're thoroughly cooked.
What about like apple cider? Or apple like beer type of shit?
I drank that shit recently out east on Long Island, and it was first of all, it was delicious.
Yeah.
And I had no problem with it. My brother, who he knows a little something about that shit. He's like, no, man, you could, even though you're allergic to apples, you could drink that.
It just seems like he just can't bite into an apple.
It's
Other than
raw
that,
apple.
everything else
Dude,
is
I
good.
love
Everything's
apples.
Everything else is
Love
fine.
apples.
What if you peel it?
It might be plums, it might be peaches, it might be cherries as well.
with pits and pores.
Stone fruits, I think they call it. I don't know.
What about watermelon with seeds? Any melon with seeds.
Oh, yeah.
I fucking hate watermelon.
Whoa. Just say nigga next time. It hurt less.
Even as a white guy, I love watermelon.
I never.
Yeah, of course, it's amazing.
I never liked watermelon.
It's so good.
Sorry,
it is really fucking good.
Never liked it.
So I'm guessing you never had pickled watermelon rind.
No, what does that taste like?
That's when they take the rind and pickle the. It tastes great. It's sweet.
Really?
Yeah, that's some down south shit.
No, I never had it. I mean, I'll eat it.
Pickled watermelon rind.
It's not my favorite thing. I shouldn't say I hate it.
And you eat it? Like you just eat the whole thing?
Yeah, they like cut it up, they put it in a jar, you pickle it, and then you take it out, and it's
watermelon,
sweet.
Melons, cantaloupe. No, thank you.
Really?
When someone has a fruit salad, I'm like, what are you doing? Strawberries and fucking blueberries. What are you doing all that melon shit?
You don't like blueberries?
Love blueberries.
Okay. Aren't you worried about the seeds and the strawberries?
Pineapple?
Love pineapple. Melons, cantaloupes, and watermelon. Love mango.
Yeah. Mango's a good
Only discovered mango a few years ago.
Really? Mm-hmm. See, I grew up with Puerto Ricans and stuff around in Brooklyn, so I had mango from birth.
Right. Oh, well, Jesse brings up a good point. Now I got to try to defend this one. Jesse, go ahead.
Opie, for years we hear all these stories about your days on the golf course as a caddy. How did you possibly survive
I
that?
sneezed all the fucking time.
I'm surprised you survived.
What don't you understand? And then I would pop Benadryl and all that shit and be all hazy and sleepy all day long. I was
all
a caddy
day, every day.
That's torture.
How many days?
I was a caddy from 12 to about I'm trying to remember, like 22, 23.
How many
10
times?
years of sneezing.
10 or 11 years.
How many times would you sneeze a day, would you say, if you're on the golf course?
I swear to you, a lot, especially this time of year in the spring.
Over the course
when everything
of
started blooming.
Over the course
it was
of the
a
decade,
nightmare.
Over the course of the decade, at any point, did you think that maybe a different profession would
I loved
be worth
caddying.
trying?
He probably didn't know what it was,
loved
though. He just thought he was getting
But when you got home and you were inside, you weren't sneezing. Did you ever think that maybe it's something
I had
to do?
irresponsible parents. They saw me sneezing all the time, but never
20.
thought maybe I should figure this shit out.
What about when you
For
were
my
20?
kid? I told you then I didn't have money, and then when I finally got some money, I went and took care of everything. Why aren't you listening?
Because you said from 12 to 22 you were caddying.
Right.
So
Sneezing
when you're
my ass
by the
off.
time you're 20, you got to know, okay, maybe I should get a job in a restaurant because this caddying thing is making me
Are you
sneeze.
kidding me?
About the freedom.
The amount of money you make caddying over being in a restaurant?
Imagine a guy trying to concentrate on a shot and he's fucking sneezing.
The whole time.
Yeah, the whole time.
Dude,
I don't know
He'd be
how
like,
you
you know
could
what,
have
I'm
been
getting a
making
different
tips,
caddy. I got to
Sneezing
You've been
and
sneezing all day.
and wiping like this across my arm
Yeah, he's
all
just
day long.
like a week or 2 weeks when the pollen comes in. That's what he's talking about. During the summer, any other time wasn't. A lot of people go through it. I go through it. I get a little stuffy. And
I get worse and worse
and
every
that's
day.
it. But it's not constant. It's not all the time.
In the summer when things are a lot drier, it wasn't as bad. I'll be honest. It wasn't as bad.
It's a 2-week window, like pretty much everybody else.
Yes.
Yeah. The pollen
that's all
counts
it
up,
is.
and it affects you.
Everybody's allergic to pollen.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
Who's
some
this?
people it affects more than others. Some make your eyes water. Some people eyes don't water from it. Some do. Some sneeze or cough.
But it's like once what Jim said, like once the season's done passing,
It's done,
you're
yeah.
fine.
But some people are even in the fall, the later summer months, they are allergic to the dead, the dead remains.
Little
of
couple
the
2-week
plants.
windows.
Right.
Take some Benadryl, whatever, deal with it, sneeze,
Like
blow
Lenny
your
Marcus,
nose.
like Lenny Marcus, comedian, he has serious allergies. Like he's allergic to shit. And
Lenny's a hypochondriac.
He is a hypochondriac.
Yes.
All right.
You're right.
Well, we're going to have to agree to disagree.
You shut that down right away.
I love Lenny, but he is.
Someone wants to talk about Aaron Hernandez after the break. We could do that, Steve, if you stick around. Steve in Jersey, we'll go to you after the break.
All right, bet. What's going on there? Did he?
He's life.
Oh, yeah.
Life in prison, no parole.
Got the life. And then the jail he's going to spend most of his time at is right down the road from the stadium. A couple miles, I believe.
That's a beat. And his girlfriend's still with him, right? She's still
Fiancé.
rolling with him. Fiance.
I was thinking about that.
And they said he killed somebody else in Florida. That we shot somebody else in Florida.
Well, yeah, he
You gotta
shot some
go
guy
to
in the eye.
Trial for that, yeah.
They showed the guy. He testified. The guy
and
who
then
shot him.
and then the other two supposedly murdered a few years back.
Right.
that he still has to do. No, this was in Boston or
Boston.
Connecticut or somewhere around that area. They got in a fight. Someone spilled a drink on him in a bar. It was a double murder. Never got solved.
That's when they
going
followed,
back.
right?
Yeah, and they're going back to
So it turns
try
out
him on that too.
Football was his hobby and murdering was his job.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Hey, you gotta respect that.
Well, you know what? Let's take the call real fast. Steve.
Yeah.
I don't want you waiting like 10 minutes. Go ahead. What do you got on Aaron Hernandez? Excuse me.
Not much. I was just glad that Sherrod and Florentine were in today. I know you got big sports guys. I couldn't believe how long the deliberations were. I thought it was going to be a hung jury. So I was just really glad with the decision. This guy is just, I mean, young or not, man, that's not the type of mistake, a guy makes, So I'm just glad he got life without parole. But the guys who got murdered, his family was like, it touched me to hear this woman speak of her son and forgive Aaron Hernandez and the other two people,
Yeah.
So
They say it's easier to forgive. I don't understand that yet.
Because
it's
what
a
you gonna
tough fit
do?
for me.
Otherwise, it's going to eat you up.
Right.
It's going to eat you
That's
up.
what they say. But, man, I mean, this guy had the fucking world by the balls, man.
That's what it seemed. It seemed like he had the world by the balls, but he didn't. He was out of control the whole fucking time.
All that.
Yeah.
Rich.
I mean, a lot of stuff in
riches
college
and
went down,
fame.
too.
What happened in college?
That's why a lot of...
That's why he didn't go to like the third or fourth round because he was, there was a lot of red flags around him. Tebow, he was on Tebow's team, and Tebow used to always stick up for him and stuff. But I know there was some gun stuff and some other, a bunch of shit in college.
There's always weed. But he was
Weed
great
too, yeah.
until his dad died. His dad died when he was 16. And then from what his high school buddy said, everything went to hell. The gangs and, that whole that lifestyle. And the guy that he killed, this Jamaican guy, I mean, he stayed away from all those gangs, protected. He had like 2 younger sisters. So I was just watching the whole thing, and I just was like, wow, this guy, a $40 million contract. I mean, and the money's not even the point after you get to this. Now he faces another trial, like you were saying, Jim, a double murder. It's amazing,
Right.
But thanks for letting me in, guys. Have a great show.
All right,
That is
Steve.
just
Thank
so
you, buddy.
late, but you never know what's going on in somebody's brain. I guess except for the people around him. We just saw him as a great football player who can catch and, Tom Brady's going to throw to him a lot. But you don't know the other shit going on with these people.
Right.
That is great. A life in prison?
I believe so.
Yeah, without parole. But,
Without parole.
supposedly the two allegedly were both about getting dissed in the club. One, the double murder, someone spilled a drink on him. They were on a dance floor with some chicks.
Motherfucker,
and then the
you,
other one, what he just got tried on, he was dating, I guess, his fiance's sister.
Right.
If
Yes.
I'm not mistaken. And there was some kind of diss in a club. And then they decided, hey, he dissed me, so he's got to go.
He followed him.
Yeah.
He followed the dude.
Right. After the.
And then the dude
outside the club
texts
and
his
all that.
girlfriend was like, if something happens
Oh,
to
that's
me-
the other one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the other guy.
That was the other guy he just got tried on. But there was other two.
Right.
The double murder he's up for. They don't know if he did it or not. But there was some kind of, disturbance in the club. A couple guys spilled a drink on him when he was in the dance floor with some chick or something like that. They basically dissed him. So then they followed him out of the club.
Nolan
Did
in
a drive-by.
Massachusetts. Nolan.
Over a drink. It's like, all right, so,
You gotta let it go, man.
Yeah.
Your life gotta mean more than that dumb shit.
Sometimes you just got to let it go. Nolan, go ahead.
How you doing, guys? So
Hey.
actually, it's funny. I live right between the two, the stadium and the jail. And first game of the season, weather's nice. You actually have to close the windows because you'll hear, the Patriots' gun shoots off and stuff when there's a touchdown before you actually see it on TV. So he's going to be able to hear everything
Yeah.
that's going on at that stadium.
Torture.
That's crazy.
That is fucking torture.
Thank you, sir. I went on the tour of Alcatraz out there.
Oh, yeah.
In San Francisco, and they said what drove the inmates crazy there.
Hearing
Oh, you heard that too? There's a yacht club nearby, and they could hear the women giggling and laughing, and some of that nice romantic music being played and all that shit. And that they said that's what would drive the inmates nuts.
Because if you can separate yourself from the outside world, you'll be better in a better mental state in prison. But if you can hear it, or like even people shut off like communication with family and friends because they don't want to deal with what's going on outside.
That's what Johnny Cash was talking about in Folsom Prison Blues.
That train.
Hated that train.
Kept coming every fucking day.
Smoking cigars, enjoying the train
The
ride.
prison part you can take, the rapes and the shanks. But
and they would be in the yard, and they would see the sailboats going by, like, couples having a good time on the water in the afternoon.
The world moving on without you.
They would just circle Alcatraz. It was a thing to do, and the prisoners would have to watch this shit.
Like the Statue of Liberty.
They said it would drive them nuts.
Could you imagine if it was a prison on the same island as the Statue of Liberty?
So
brutal.
You're right. The psychology is worse than the rapes and the shanks.
Yes. It'll drive you insane.
Let's get some plugs in. Florentine, killing it today. JimFlorentine.com for all your tour dates. But what are you pushing today?
April 29th, Morty's in Indianapolis. And then April 30th through May 2nd, Wiley's, Dayton, Ohio. And May 3rd, Leff in Derby, Louisville, Kentucky. May 7th through 10, Side Splitters, Tampa.
So you're going to be in, 3 cities in just a few days? Jeez.
Yeah, they're only a few hours apart.
Jeez. All right.
Florentine's out there affecting people.
And Sherrod,
yes,
got a new game show coming up.
Got the show coming on Monday, 420, Lie Detectors, Game Show Network. And I'll be at the cellar all weekend.
And you just don't want to tour anymore.
I mean, it's exhausting, but I still do it. I still go out on the road and stuff, but I don't like to go out for long periods of time. I go out, come back.
You rarely promote a gig.
I do.
You like to stay home.
I got the comic show coming up in Foxwoods in June 11th to the 13th.
All right. But you just don't want to be a road comic anymore.
I just like doing TV and stuff more.
And you get a lot of TV work.
Yeah.
But does it pay the bills?
Well, some of it.
I know. I'm on basic cable, too. Some of it. That's why I'm out fucking doing these cities.
You gotta really hustle it.
Yeah.
Because people just assume if you're on TV, you're doing very well. But that's just
people
not the
don't know.
case.
They think the local news, a weatherman, and Denzel Washington make the same money. You don't fucking know.
All right.
More with Opie and Jim. After this.
Oh, no bed. Jesus. This is how he wants it done, though. Just feels so naked. Where can you get a Mother's Day gift for your mom, aunt, sister, or significant other that will last a lifetime? Steven Singer Jewelers. Steven Singer Jewelers. Steven Singer Jewelers has exclusive gifts only available through their store that lasts forever. Just like the love you have for mom. Steven has an exclusive necklace design. The I Love You Mommy Silver and Diamond Necklace collection in 8 variations starting at just $149. This beautiful necklace showcases a sparkling diamond for each child. His choices for mom are so appropriate, so exclusive, and priced so low. You'll definitely end up buying more, which is almost a reason to hate Steven Singer. Don't mess this up. Give mom a gift that will last a lifetime. Whether she has 1 child or 8, they have the perfect necklace for her at the perfect price. Visit Steven Singer at the other corner of 8th and Walnut. Give him a call at 888-I-HATE-STEVEN-SINGER or online. You can check out the necklaces right now. IHateStevenSinger.com. Do that today. Steven Singer is going to make your Mother's Day shopping very easy. Steven Singer Jewelers, one place, one price. IHateStevenSinger.com.
Weird medicine.
Penile cancer.
Anal rectal cancer.
Feels like he has to shit, but there's nothing there. Red scrotum syndrome.
Does it ooze, pus, scab, bleed, or freak you out? Dr. Steve is here to help.
This week we'll discuss Dr. Scott's flaccid member, chest pain and obesity, nicotine addiction, and a guy who doesn't like anal sex. He loves it.
The first and still only uncensored medical show in the history of radio.
Saturday at 10 p.m. on the East, 7 p.m. on the West.
Fluid.
Get a preview of the nation's top college football teams with more than 20 spring football games on Sirius XM. Touchdown! Hear live broadcasts as players compete for positions and teams get ready for the 2015 season. Saturday, catch spring games from national champion Ohio State.
Runs into the 10, wide to the 5, and to the goal line and into the end zone. Touchdown, Ezekiel Elliott of Ohio State.
Notre Dame, Alabama, Auburn, Texas, and Penn State. To find your team, go to SiriusXM.com/college football schedule.
In 1986, John Christner started John Christner Trucking with a truck and a dream to build a future for his family. Today, John and his 2 sons operate JCT based on those same core values and vision. John likes to say he's making a small living for a large family. We're committed to helping you achieve your dreams for your family. We offer the best lease purchase in the trucking industry with a variable payment plan, 90 cents per mile, and fuel surcharge on all dispatched miles. No down payment or credit check. 2012 and newer tractors, paid base plates, tolls, fuel tax, permits and scales, and more.
This is John Christner. Starting and running your own business isn't easy, but with hard work, you can achieve the independence you desire. I'm proud of the men and women who call JCT home, and the services they provide our valued customers. Join us and let the JCT family help you achieve your dream of starting your own business.
Call JCT today at 866-782-5412. That's 866-782-5412. Or visit johnchrisner.com.
Baseball season is in full swing. And guys, if you're into fantasy baseball, you'll want to hear this. These new one-day fantasy baseball leagues at FanDuel.com are the hottest thing in fantasy sports. At FanDuel, you play in one-day fantasy baseball leagues for real money with immediate cash payouts. And with no season-long commitment, you only play when you want. And you can pick a new team any day. And get this, there's a guy in Detroit named Chris Prince who's won over $724,000 playing at FanDuel. Damn! And he's not alone. Over 1 million players have already won money playing fantasy sports on FanDuel.com. FanDuel is the leader in one-day fantasy baseball. It's so big that they're paying out up to $2.5 million in winnings every day during baseball season. Plus, right now, FanDuel is giving you up to $200 free. For every dollar you deposit, FanDuel will match it up to $200. The only way to get up to $200 free is to go to FanDuel.com. Click the microphone in the upper right corner and use the promo code 7474. That's FANDUEL.com, promo code 7474.
We all want a home that's ideal, in the right area with curb appeal, somewhere that's serene. Yes, that's the one we see in our dreams. But there are things that can affect you later, like an inspection, closing, or noisy neighbors. You need someone there the whole way through, not to find the perfect home, but one that's perfect for you. Find an agent who knows at RE/MAX.com. RE/MAX. Dream with your eyes open. Each office independently owned and operated.
Hey, what's up? This is Robert Kelly, a.k.a. Bob Kelly. Go to RobertKellyLive.com right now and buy my comedy special. Robert Kelly Live from the Village Underground. Right now. $5. That's it. $5 donation. But you know what? You can leave 10, you can leave 20, you can leave 1,000 if you got the money. If this is, Bill Gates and you happen to be a fan of my comedy, why not leave $1,000? So go now, RobertKellyLive.com and get my special.
The number one hits. With the number one voice of the 70s.
This is Casey Kasem in Hollywood on American Top 40.
Every weekend, we replay a different countdown from the same week in the 70s.
And we're heading for a brand new number one song.
And you can tell everybody.
The American Top 40 Countdown.
With
Casey Kasem. Every Saturday at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. With replays through the weekend on Sirius XM 70s on 7.
If you're thinking about purchasing a Sleep Number or Tempur-Pedic bed, don't buy one just yet. Not until you experience the customizable bed everyone is talking about, the Reverie Sleep System. Reverie Sleep Systems use patented dream cell technology with over 200 adjustment points for the most comfortable sleep of your life. Call 888-888-5990 or visit Reverie.com to learn why Hollywood A-listers, athletes, celebrity trainers, and doctors are raving about their Reverie beds. It might be Reverie's zero-gravity setting that relieves pressure on your back and legs, or the anti-snore function, or Reverie's 101 night guarantee. If you haven't had the most amazing sleep of your life, you can send the bed back for a full refund. Want to know why celebrities, athletes, and doctors are switching to Reverie Sleep Systems instead of Sleep Number or Tempur-Pedic? Call right now to find out. 888-888-5990 or visit REVERIE.com. That's 888-888-5990 or Reverie.com.
Need working capital for your business? Don't wait months hoping to find a bank loan just to get the runaround. Get the working capital you need fast at businessloanstoday.com. Even if you've been turned down before, at businessloanstoday.com we provide alternative financing to businesses. Unlike banks, our unique financing services are flexible with repayment plans tailored to meet your needs. There's no collateral required and loans are not based on your personal credit score. If you own a business and have cash flow, we can get you approved fast. Just call 800 800-675-9414 now, and in just minutes, see how much you could qualify for. Getting the cash your business needs is easy. Just fill out our simple application and we'll customize financing to fit your needs. Then, within 24 hours after approval, your funds are wired to your account, up to $250,000. To see how much you qualify for and to receive funding as fast as one business day, visit businessloanstoday.com or call 800-675-9414. That's 800-675-9414.
Why join It's Just Lunch? Actual It's Just Lunch client, Heather, shares her experience.
It's Just Lunch is definitely far better than any of the services or sites out there because it's a different caliber of person. It's not a hookup site. You have people on the service who really care and dating consultants who are so enthusiastic. It's dating, but it's personal. And I'm meeting a lot of great people.
If you're tired of the dating scene, call It's Just Lunch at 1-800-95-LUNCH. That's 1-800-95-LUNCH. It's Just Lunch, the smarter way to date.
Intergalactic spaceships, comic book supervillains, fire-breathing dragons. If you're looking for the perfect gift for that geek in your life or just want to treat yourself to something fun and exciting every month, go to LootCrate.com. LootCrate.com is the ultimate monthly service for geeks, gamers, and pop culture fanatics. Sign up today, and for less than $20 a month, Loot Crate will send you a specially themed mystery box filled with hand-picked apparel, collectibles, and licensed gear from all your favorite franchises like Marvel, The Walking Dead, Star Wars, and more. Each month's box features a new theme inspired by movies, TV shows, and video games. Dive into a world of swords and sorcery, myths, and magic. As this month's theme is all about fantasy, get epic collectibles and wearables from some of your favorite fantasy franchises like Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, and The Princess Bride. Go to lootcrate.com/Opie. Do that. Sign up now for a limited time. Use promo code Opie at checkout to save $3 off any new subscription. Go to lootcrate.com/Opie now. That's lootcrate.com/Opie.
The one and only Joe Rogan brings his podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience, live to the Opie Radio airwaves, letting you into his world and taking your calls.
Being a person who lives in two very real worlds, the world of fighting and the world of stand-up comedy. I see the realest of the real shit.
Catch a very special live Joe Rogan Experience tomorrow at 7 a.m. Eastern, only here on Opie Radio. In case you missed it, this went down recently on My Wife Hates Me with Rich Voss and Bonnie McFarlane.
Mark from Nashville, what's up?
Yeah, hey, listen, I did some horrible thing to my wife. I told an embarrassing story amongst friends, and I kind of said that she did it instead I did it. And, well, no, that's just the starter, guys. So then the story kind of got back around to her friends, and they were, giving her hell about it. And then it got onto, Facebook, and it's exploded, and her family and her friends are all saying, how the hell did you do this, Jenny, and stuff like that.
Oh, my God. This is like a movie.
She got on Facebook, she said, no, that was Mark, you did it. And they said, Jenny, don't blame it on your husband.
Oh Jenny.
Man. It backfired, and it's so fucking gross.
Can you tell us what you did?
Oh, God, do I have to?
Yes.
I was taking a morning dump. And
sounds
I was all
pretty
done.
normal so far.
And I was standing up, and I sneezed, and I looked down, and I saw a little speck of, dew on my shorts, and then I said, well, I got to rewipe, and something came out, and I turned around, and there was poop on the toilet paper. And then I turned around, there was poop everywhere.
It splattered. He sprayed like a skunk.
The mist of shit it just ejected from me.
Yeah, but...
So that's the story. I mean, there was shit everywhere, and now she's got blamed for it, and she's hot up the fuck. I mean, she is pissed off. And this has been going on for over a week now. And every time we try to get together,
but why would you?
And I've admitted to my friends that, hey, I'm the one that fucked up. I did this. I said you did it. And they go, no, Mark, you're not taking the blame for this.
Mark, why would you tell anyone, even your wife, that story?
Why would that story be released anywhere?
We kind of have a shit story club. We tell shit stories. That's, we get fucked up and tell shit stories.
Like, about your wife?
Well, on that one, I just
You kind of fucked out because
I didn't think it was going to get back to her, you know.
Right, but why would you want your guy friends to think your wife was
shitting all over
the bathroom?
They know her, you know, and it was one of those kind of shit story versus, you know, stupid shit your wife's done. And I really have one, so, you know, it just kind of happens. But
I don't, you know what? I don't know.
How do you say, I mean, sorry's not good enough now. I mean,
Then you know what? Just bring her home a present or something, or some fucking toilet paper. I don't know.
How's that going to work?
Fancy toilet paper.
Yeah, a present's not going to work.
Well, did you Facebook that you
know
did
what you
it?
do? Go on Facebook. Go on Facebook
and take the blame for this. We know you just try to, you know.
Listen.
Well, now you're on a national radio show, so why don't you say clearly your name, her name, and who did it?
Whoever's listening, guys out there, it was me. I'm the one who shit all over the bathroom. It wasn't my wife. It wasn't Jenny. It was me, Mark. I shit all over the bathroom.
Okay. Now go on Facebook and do it.
Twitter.
Go make a video.
Any social media that you have.
Make a video. Okay.
Put it on YouTube.
All right, and then fucking send it out.
I don't know if I could do it again. What, you think I should, like, take myself trying to do it again?
No, just make an apology video.
Mark.
Stupid. We don't care.
Mark.
All right, well.
All right, good luck.
Listen to My Wife Hates Me. Tuesday nights at 7 p. Eastern here on Opie Radio. This is Opie Radio. The show is back.
Back with Jim Florentine and Sherrod Small.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yes. In the building. Good times today.
Did you see the bed bug story? Guy blowing up his car?
No.
It's in the paper today.
What, he had bed bugs in his car?
He had bed bugs in his rental, I think.
Yeah, it was a rental car.
And then he's using rubbing alcohol? He's rubbing alcohol all over the fucking rental car?
He poured alcohol. I guess he thought they were in the back seat or something, so he poured alcohol all over where he thought the bed bugs were. He's like, all right, that'll kill the bed bugs.
In his rental car?
In his rental car.
Why wouldn't you just get another rental car?
He probably wasn't at the dealership anymore. And then he decided, all right, I took care of those bed bugs. I poured all that alcohol all over him. So I need to relax, help myself to a cigarette. And he lit up a cigarette in his car, and the thing went up in flames.
Look, it took out 3 cars.
Do you think he got rid of the bed bugs?
No, they still did. The bed bugs survived that.
They'll survive everything.
So he blew the car up. Look at it.
Look,
it's on fire, and like the 2 cars next to it, now they're on fire.
No, wait a minute. Did the car combust?
Look at wow, on cue. On cue, that went up nice. You know what I love about these videos? If you go back, the guy that's just walking and he's not even phased that there's 3 cars.
Oh, one guy walking by.
Look at that guy. He's like, not even phased. He's got to be somewhere, so he's like, whatever.
I gotta get to the dentist.
Yeah. That went up nice.
Yeah, that was great.
I think the guy ended up with I think I read it that he got 1st and 2nd degree burns.
Wait, he got burned in the car? I'm gonna put it out.
Well, that's where he was having the cigarette.
Right, because he was helping himself to a cigarette, and then the car went up, and he got out of the car.
Yeah, he got right out of the car. But I'm wondering, did he have the windows up or something? That's why.
He must have.
Yeah.
Who smokes with the windows
It was vapors in the air in the car?
I guess.
Or maybe it was in the passenger seat and he just flicked it and some of the ash hit it.
Or maybe his story's fishy.
He just blew up the car.
Yeah. He probably did have the windows up. If you look in the video, it's a wooded area, so maybe he was allergic to trees. So he didn't want to, and there's grass, right, but he's parked by the grass.
I didn't want to do anything unsafe.
I just had the 2nd sneeze of the season. I might be putting up Hall of Fame numbers this season.
As far as allergies?
Oh, my God.
A lot of grass.
I know. I was going to get coffee before, and I slipped on the grass on the way out of the studio.
You son of a bitch.
Oh, man. I had bed bugs in a rental car. It's brutal.
You ever have bed bugs?
No. I don't want to have them. I fear that. But you can still put it but they can get in everything. They don't have to be in a bed. That's what throws you off. They can be in clothes and towels.
Yeah, I feel like once you get them, you have to throw everything out. Just start a new life.
But they need the bed to live. That's why they feed on you.
Well, they feed off your dead skin and stuff.
Oh, blood. They feed off of blood.
They need the blood.
So
not just the dead skin.
No.
One thing not to fall
Mites.
for is whenever you're booking a hotel online and you're checking out the comments underneath, they always say this place had bed bugs.
Right.
Because it's the competition down the street. Doesn't want, so every time you'll look in the comment, you go, I'm not staying there, I have bed bugs. And it's just fucking some other hotel putting that shit down there in those comment sections. So don't ever believe it. They didn't have bed bugs. There was 4 hotels fucking 4 years ago in the whole country that had bed bugs.
You don't believe
no
in
other
bed
one.
bugs
No.
I
A hotel in Louisville, Kentucky did not have bed bugs.
I agree with Florentine. The restaurants do that shit too. That's why Yelp's all bullshit. It's all the competition beating the shit out of your restaurant.
Whenever I get a hotel room, I always get a smoking room, even if I don't smoke or whatever.
Why?
Because they clean it more.
No.
Pigeons
Oh,
are
get the
nothing
smell
for you.
out?
You
Yeah.
ain't
It
co-
reeks though. Still.
No, you can get a good one, though. I'm telling you, that's why I always get the smoking room. Because
Really?
they always clean. They make sure they clean everything in there.
Well, this would be a good time to tell you that I can't stay in
You're allergic to
smoking
smoke?
rooms.
What?
Yeah, that kind of gets things going too.
You're allergic to cigarettes.
Like I said, it could mess with his throat, his eyes. He can get rid of. I get it from this.
Right. I'm telling you.
It's unique.
He's not
I know if
allergic
someone
to
was
it.
smoking cigarettes in my hotel room because I get a little.
Everybody knows that.
A little
You can
allergic.
smell it.
Because you haven't been around it in a while. I get a little weird around it too, but I'm not allergic to it. You used to go to smoky clubs for years and go see bands and hang out, and
but
you weren't.
I told you I was fucking sneezing all the time.
Look, he wasn't picking up chicks. He had a good run. He was single in the bars. He was not sneezing
Thank you. I
and
did have a
blowing
good
his
run.
nose as he was hitting on a 9
Thank
at the
you.
bar.
I had a
She would have
terrific-
walked away.
I had a terrific run. Thank you for bringing that up.
But
run, huh?
there's
Yes.
no way. Do you think he did it with a clogged nose? When I go, hold on a second. I want to get your number, but I got to go sneeze 7 times.
I don't think so.
He launched one of the most successful careers in broadcasting and put up numbers with women, all while being stuffy every single
Yeah.
day.
How amazing is that?
That's
Thank
like
you.
Michael Jordan when he had the flu. You like Jordan with the flu.
Remember that game?
But he didn't have the flu his whole career.
No, he had a whole career.
You know, playoff game where he couldn't even fucking stand
Yes.
up in between
And Pippen
playing.
had to carry him like
Pippen's
a
carrying
baby.
him around because Pippen's like, "Holy fuck! I hope you're okay. Because if you're not okay, my career sucks."
Pippen was like, "We okay, boss?
Yeah, exactly.
Boss, we okay?"
Exactly. Pippen was aight, but
He was a great player.
he was aight.
He's great. If he was a Knick, he'd be one of the best Knicks ever.
He was just on the wrong teams.
No, he was on the right team for him.
Well, true.
Wrong
I mean,
team for
true,
New
'cause he
York.
got the
I don't think anybody
championships.
was on that team. was on the wrong team.
We're the wrong team.
Yeah. Well, the bedbug guy. Good for him.
I mean, you got to pay for that car. Then you have to.
Hope he got the insurance. Yeah.
I always get insurance on a rental car because I'm gonna abuse the shit out of that thing.
I never do. Just you got it on your own insurance through a credit card. If you have a
Okay, you
credit
can do
card,
that too. Yeah,
I always get the insurance too.
I get it.
Same.
Because you're gonna come pick this bitch up with no wheels on it. I promise you that.
I'm going to pay for the insurance and I'm getting my money's worth
Oh,
too.
every cent of it. Every
Every damn
$8.
cent. There's a radio station in Colorado. I think this is all bullshit, but they're trying to say it's not. They're going to start a format, a pot talk format.
Oh, all right.
A lot of these radio stations, they stunt. They do something crazy to get the attention, and then they go and do some lame-ass fucking format instead of staying with the stunting they did, because that was interesting.
Right. So you're saying they're gonna do? It's not gonna be a pot network. This is the Fox network you're talking about, right?
X-Fox sports radio station switching to pot talk format.
Do you
And
see the call letters?
I see
What is
all
it?
of it. I don't think this is. I think this is all bullshit. But they're trying to say it's not bullshit.
K-High.
K-High. And the
K-High.
AM station in Colorado Springs has rebranded itself as K-High, a cannabis-centric talk station. And its program director, Len Williams, stresses that this is the real deal. No stunts, nothing of that nature. I've been part of a few of those, and they didn't turn out so well.
Oh, so this is not a stunt. So you're saying like a Red Man and Method Man doing a morning show, morning drive.
Yeah, no, this isn't a stunt, right?
They're saying it's not a stunt, but in the end,
Is that the crew?
This is the crew.
Okay.
It's a stunt. Look at these guys.
They all like smokers, though.
Look, how about who's not going to listen to Lesbianist?
Yes, lesbianist. She's a lesbian who keeps it real.
Let's see.
You should be doing the branding for this station.
The boss came up with the idea. We all looked at him sideways and said, "What, really?" But he was serious about the plan, and I said, "I'm in. Let's go." Williams describes the format as pure education, entertainment, and awareness of marijuana, featuring a trio of shows he refers to as our main pillars. This is bullshit.
I mean, I think it's gonna be a regular. It's gonna be a regular radio station, but it's gonna be weed pro weed.
First up in the morning, Wake and Bake with host Trey and Les.
Yes, their morning show starts at 12 noon, by the
way. According to Williams, Trey was heavy into the industry, a former grower and manager, heavy in the marijuana industry. And Les is sort of a novice. She's the one who'll ask the questions that a lot of casual users or non-users would ask. We think there's a great dynamic there.
She's lesbianist.
Lesbian.
Next is High Noon.
Oh, I get it.
Which describes its theme and the time it airs. Okay. The host is Bubba Cushman.
Oh, you get it, Cush?
Yeah, who Williams characterizes as radio's functioning stoner. He's a Kush connoisseur.
Productively stoned.
Not only will he talk awareness and things of that nature, but he's also planning on doing reviews of certain strains or lounges. Oh, okay, lounges in town, I guess. He's our man about town. All right. Finally, there's our afternoon drive show, which we call High Drive at 5.
Yeah.
Whoa. William says the hosts of the show are well-known entities in Colorado called the Weed Pimps. They're 4 guys heavy into the industry and promotion and awareness. They do it through shirt sales, concert promotion, and a lot of other things, and their family. 2 cousins, a long-lost friend, and a DJ. Maybe it's true.
2 cousins, a long-lost friend, and a DJ.
Sounds like your family.
It sounds like a new Fox show.
You could do that. Some people think it's marijuana, so there's not a lot to talk about. But if you think that, all I could say is you deprived child, you.
I think it could work.
That's an actual sentence. We could go from legalization in our state to legalization in other states, stuff from magazines like High Times, and a lot more. It's our goal to let the masses know it's okay to talk about these things in public. You could have intelligent conversations about it, and at other times you could sit back and laugh. We want to bring all faces to it. If it's true, it's a very good idea for once.
At least they're not hiring any pesky broadcasters or radio people or anything like that.
Like a news guy?
Or somebody who just knows how to do a radio show. It's just people who work in weed.
That's going to get in the way of the productivity.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just need weed dudes.
All right, the last line.
Oh, boy.
Third sneeze of the season.
Do you have apple bacon? Do you have apple bacon on that sandwich, Sherrod?
It was cured in apple. It was cured.
It was.
Wait, you know what? I was at a bar 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
and there could have been cigarette smoke in the air.
That's right.
Are you wearing that shirt?
No, but I'm just saying it could be some kind of lingering effect.
It's airborne.
I think my shoes were the same.
I laughed at Kenny because his allergies kicked in around Monday, and I'm like, fuck, I'm good so far this year. And of course, 2-3 days later, I'm in for seasonal allergies again.
Oh, boy.
This line gives it away. How long does Williams think K-High will last, especially considering how many other styles the station has tried out over recent years? In his words, whether it's 25 minutes or 25 years, we've got a bunch of people here who are going to enjoy the ride. So I think they're doing it as a goof.
I mean, I think the whole state of Colorado was doing the weed thing as a goof, but it seems to be sticking. So
it is sticking.
A radio show would definitely stick.
2 months.
I hope it's a real idea because
I give it 2 months.
2 months, and then they're like, "This is stupid."
They'll switch back.
Yeah, you got a story there? I see you picking up a story.
No, I was just looking at that. No.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if there was something in the pile in front of you liked.
Well, no, a guy, Florida man high on drugs, had sex with a tree. Now, this couldn't be you, obviously. I mean, you don't live in Florida.
Allergic.
That would be a motherfucker.
Did he get hives on his penis?
He got the belt.
He couldn't finish because he was sniffling and sneezing so much he lost his erection.
Right. It happens. It happens to all men at some point.
Fucking, what are you...
His dick threw up. It was allergic.
This guy's too old to be humping shit.
How old is he?
I mean, when you're younger, you start thinking about all sorts of shit you're going to hump, right?
Oh, I humped everything in the house.
Right?
Any sofa corners or pillows or stuffed animals.
I think I would get a couple humps in while I was caddying even.
I humped cousins.
When I was young and those boners popped up every fucking
What
hour.
were you humping, though, when you were
The golf bag?
Yeah. No,
I got a nice ass.
I think I might have humped a tree or two.
Okay. No, you wouldn't survive that.
Just rubbed a little penis through my pants.
Yeah.
You'd be dead.
I'm being serious
I'm
now.
being dead ass.
Okay.
Nigga. I'm not lying here.
It just felt good while I was waiting for the old ladies to fucking tee off.
Yeah.
How'd your throat not close up?
Good question.
Yeah, I humped everything, buddy. I still get a good humping if I have to. If I've got some free time.
Yeah.
When you were getting boners early teenage years, you weren't humping shit.
No.
You always jerked? You always jerked it?
I didn't jerk it till I was 21. The first time I jerked it.
I forgot.
No,
Are
it's
you
true.
for real?
I swear to God, yeah.
21 years old?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Lawn, like yard work? You didn't have time to.
Dude,
The Catholic religion fucked me up.
all the abuse you just sent my way, you just wiped out.
Yeah,
you
I'll
just
take
wiped it all out.
And I went to Catholic high school and I was jerking off.
Yeah, I was Catholic school, 8 out of 12 years.
Sometimes the
But
priest
yeah,
was jerking me off for me.
There was also 3 of us in a room, me and my two other brothers.
And
so
you was
that,
jerking in there with them?
No, I wasn't. So that,
Oh,
there
you
was really
wasn't.
no privacy, too. But I didn't even think it was that. I was looking at porno magazines and shit like that, but I was, an awkward, socially awkward.
We had 5 boys in one room for a while because we were redoing our house. You had to figure out how to fucking keep it all nice and quiet.
Define your time.
Yeah, you got to figure it out.
As soon as they see you being too quiet, it's like, nigga jerking off. You think nobody knew. They all knew.
I would time some of my sneezes. Get a couple things done at once. 21.
Oh, man. 21.
Did you wake up with,
wet seat? Because you had wet dreams and splashed off.
Probably. I can't
You don't
remember.
really remember?
I remember
I
the
did.
first time I came at 18 because I had sex at 18, but I didn't jerk off till 21.
You was fucking before you started jerking off?
Yeah.
But that didn't
That
give you
had to
the
be
guilt?
awful for the girl.
That didn't give you the guilt?
Yeah, it did. Absolutely.
Both gave you the guilt, but
I
you're
remember
like,
the first time I came into a rubber, I ran in the bathroom afterwards, and I was like, holy, what the hell was that? That was so weird that
I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah, it freaked me out.
But if you're going to have guilt, you might as well
You had some
have a
awful
pussy
sex
involved.
if you had a girl touch your dick before you touch your dick. At the beginning. It had to be disastrous because you had no idea.
That's amazing.
That's amazing to me.
Yeah, it was bad.
That's absolutely
I was
bad.
awful. Well, she broke up with me because I used saran wrap one night because I didn't have a condom. And then she wound up busting me. She didn't know it was saran wrap. It was dark. And
Oh, she sort of surrounded and got angry?
Yeah.
But how did it feel? It felt great, didn't it?
It felt fine for me.
How do you wrap your dick in saran wrap?
You have to hold it at the end. It's tough.
Yeah. I use it for oral
But
before.
but-
I use it for oral several times, saran wrap.
What do you mean?
Just put it over the puss so you...
You did?
Yes.
That's...
Yes.
What did you tell the girl?
I told her, bitch, I'm putting saran wrap on your pussy.
And what'd she say?
She said, I'm a prostitute. Do what you want.
Oh, it was a prostitute.
No, not always.
No, but you put saran wrap?
Yes. That's what they tell you in school, in college. They said if you don't have condoms, use saran wrap. They would tell you that, even for oral sex, because you don't have anything to protect yourself from somebody. So
But how does it? How are you going to feel anything by looking at her pussy with the